Chasing Prophecy Radio, where we discuss the unidentified, the unexplainable, paranormal, conspiracies, and much more. Starring your hosts and co-hosts, Jenny Nicasio, Sean Kelly, Trish Lowe, and Jason Sledgehammer Ryan Petro. Brought to you by UPRN Network. Now for your host, Jenny Nicasio.
Good evening and welcome to Chasing Prophecy on FM 105.3 New Orleans, where we discuss anything and everything beyond the scope of normal. I'm Jenny Nicasio along with my co-host Sean Kelly, Jason Ian Petro, and Trisha Mo. How's it going, boys?
Oh, man.
Happy Torture Tuesday, first of all.
You know, happy Merry Torture Tuesday. Because it's come on, man. It's coming up on Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Christmas
I keep
is fun.
forgetting. Stop reminding me.
How can you forget?
Because I didn't go shopping yet.
Okay. Well, you better get moving because I was very shocked that there wasn't too many things. And here we go. I think Trisha's here too.
There she is.
Hey, Trish.
Hey, thanks for coming in today.
Hey, hi, Trish.
That's what an employer says. What did you say, Trisha?
Hey, I treated myself to a haircut.
Times.
You did. What time would you like to start?
Well, it said new time at 8:25 on the.
Oh, yeah. You know how it is. We're always late for everything. So
Better late than never,
just
especially to your own funeral.
Hey, Dover. Hey, Constance. Hi, Christine.
Well, it should be an interesting show tonight because it is that time of the year where, Christmas Carol and ghosts and all those good things that come out at night when you're sleeping and getting ready.
Tickle your feet.
Bah humbug.
Yeah.
I'm the bah humbug in the.
Yeah.
No,
If you feel
bah
something
humbug.
grab your feet in the middle of the night, just pull your blankets over your head. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Well, I don't know about that, folks.
Unless you see Krampus.
Krampus?
Yeah. Jay Krampus is coming to get you.
Really? Well, I was going to watch it and I turned it off.
Why?
Why?
Are you scared?
No, sometimes I think it's just evil stuff, it's
Hi, Catherine.
Here comes Krampus Claus.
Yeah, you have to watch out for those monsters at night when
The little gremlins.
Well, you know what? What really messed me up with, he reminds me of the Grinch That Stole Christmas. And I have to say, when I was a little kid, that was one of my favorite stories. And he's a Grinch and he's scary and he's green and he's mean and he used to pick on little Cindy Lou Who and
Jim Carrey was hands down the best Grinch.
There's nothing like Boris Karloff's voice. How's it go? Come on. How does the Grinch song go? Oh, geez.
You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to talk about some Christmas creatures, and there's a lot of them. Supposedly, since it's the Christmas countdown to all these ghouls and festivities, Christmas creatures folklore is really crazy, and there's a lot of them that started in Iceland. Is that Iceland?
Yeah.
Now we're going to start with Rudolph. Now they say Rudolph is fake. What do you think, Jason?
Well, have you ever seen a reindeer with a red nose?
I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe not.
I've never. But have you ever seen a Yeti?
If you've seen a Sasquatch, you've seen Rudolph somewhere.
Well, Sean, what do you think of? Well, listen, there are reindeer who are albino.
Mm-hmm.
They have what is that red? What is it? Red eyes.
Yeah, red eyes, white
So
fur.
why couldn't there be a reindeer with a red nose?
I believe there is a Rudolph out there. Even I believed it when I was small, and I believe it now. Because
he's getting ready up there. He's up there training right
damn
now.
straight he is. He's eating all them damn Cheerios we put out every year.
Trish, do you think there's a red-nosed reindeer?
Come on, Trish.
Well, so the other day I was reading something. I was trying to remember where it came from and the origins of Rudolph specifically, opposed to the other reindeer, and that he started off as a man So I don't know. Maybe that came from. Why is it slipping my mind right now? The half man, half deer type. What is that called? It's
Oh,
like
it was on
Man, bear, pig.
Hercules. What are they called?
Mentor?
What did you say?
Minotaur.
I
Minotaur.
don't know
Minotaur?
what a root half.
Yeah,
I don't know
Minotaur.
what a half reindeer, half man would be, but the original story was something like that. Which so in that case, yes, I can see, passed down through time how Rudolph kind of how that would have taken on a different story throughout legends. And
Sometimes I feel like I'm Rudolph because you know how the Rangers wasn't playing any games, reindeer games?
Well, it's because you're always wiping your nose and it's red. That's why.
Oh, man, just like, because when I was young, man, a young muffin there at one time.
Muffin.
Muffin. Yeah. So, it's
Sean
like
the muffin.
about, I never got to play in any little reindeer games. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, did you get picked on as a kid,
Oh,
Sean?
my
Because you
God,
were a
did
muffin.
I ever. Oh, my
Huh?
God. Yes,
Oh.
I did.
You poor
Aw.
muffin. I'm going to call you Muffin forever now.
There you go. Cool.
Sean
Muffin.
Oh, claws.
Well, I don't know. I like what was Rudolph's girlfriend's name? I forget.
Clarice?
Clarice. Yes.
Clarice.
Hello,
Yes.
that's
Clarice.
creepy.
That
Yes.
is creepy, yeah.
Probably got it from
Bows in or bows out?
What was it? Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Clarice, would you like to come into my cave?
Jeez.
Don't go
Well, we have so we know that Rudolph's probably not real. Okay, whatever. Well, there's another creature, and I'm not really sure. So if anybody knows how to pronounce
I already
this,
told
Gryla.
Gryla.
You already told me. Well, how do you pronounce it?
I don't know. I'm guessing Gryla.
Gryla?
Let's see.
Gryla.
Grydla.
No,
Grydla.
Is that the way
it's
to pronounce
supposed
it?
to
I don't know.
be. It could be. It's a giant troll. Now, could it be like the troll that was on Jack and the Beanstalk kind of thing? That's a giant.
Let's see.
Or was it like a Nephilian? With it's like
Giant
half.
troll who leaves caves to kidnap and feast on naughty children who haven't obeyed their parents. Well, it looks like they'll be stopping at my house.
No, Trish, you like elves and stuff like that.
But whoa, like elves are way different than giants, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Well, not really. They both probably have pointy ears.
No way. I don't want to offend the elven clan.
No, you don't want to offend them.
No, they'll come and get you.
Don't compare them with giants. But I can see where that one comes from as well, because there's been scientific proof of giants roaming the earth, obviously, for
Oh yeah, in the Bible they talk about
centuries
it.
now. And so and especially and people living in caves forever. And I'm some of them. I'm sure, as with anything, even other humans kidnap children. So why wouldn't giants? It's
Yeah. So according to the legend, apparently they come out right before Christmas, and they're like they're called a gigantic Yule lad. So they're like a menace, and they scare little kids.
Well,
So-
isn't the Yule
What?
lads
The
like
son of-
related to the Gryla?
Yeah, they're just sons.
They're
Gryla
sons.
had 13 sons, and they're the Yule lads. And
Yeah.
their names are like they're pranksters,
They're
like
pranksters and
spoon
mischievous.
licker, window peeper.
Well, they leave gifts though during the night, and monsters who eat the disobedient kids. So
I want to know where to get the spoon liquor, man. I never heard that one before.
they leave gifts in the
they
middle.
gifts, but they eat the little bad ones. They eat the bad little kids.
Wow,
Could you
man,
imagine
I
telling
hope-
your kid that?
Oh my
Sorry,
God!
son, you're going to get eaten right before Christmas.
Mhm.
Oh my
But I'm going to
God.
get some treats in the mailbox.
Well, you
And it
know
has
what?
it has an appetite for mischievous kids. They like the flesh. It tastes better.
Oh
So
my
the
God!
the worse the kid is, the tastier their flesh tastes, according to
So-
this. And they like to put them in a big pot, like on the gingerbread. What's
Ooh.
his name? Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
I have a theory about this as well, because if you think about spirits and like demons and things like that, a lot of them feed off of negative energy. So the bad kids would have a lot of negative energy, I would assume.
Mhm.
And so maybe that's where some of those legends came from as well.
That's very possible.
And this is
Yeah.
the dark time of the year, from after pretty much the autumn solstice on is, through October, the veil's thinner, things like that. Maybe it was just darker spirits, demonic entities, things like that literally would come and haunt the children that had been bad because they had more negative energy. If you keep your vibration
Nope.
high and you have contract the good fairy tale creatures and Santa Claus.
Frozen in time.
Well, this Kryla, it's actually a woman, apparently,
She has
according
a
to this
husband.
Icelandic Christmas folklore, that she's a woman, and she actually has a husband, but his name is almost like a leprechaun. It's
Lepaludi.
Lepaludis, and he's a lazy.
Yeah.
He's lazy.
Hey, Lepaludi.
He's a lazy husband, and he
That's a
stays
typical
at
Irishman.
home, and he stays in his cave. Well,
He
she
keeps the
goes and
fire
looks for
going.
little
Yes.
kids to eat, I think.
So,
Yeah.
And they also have a Yule cat. Actually, it's a huge and vivacious
God,
cat.
this is going to be a story of my life in like 10 years.
And the cat
What, you
lurks
gonna
in the
be
snowy
Gryla? Gryla?
countryside during
We're
Christmas.
gonna call you Gryla now, Trish. You're Gryla.
The cat's a little different. He doesn't like the kids. He likes to eat people, like grown-ups who have not
Yeah.
received any new clothes before Christmas.
You got to get new
Giant cat
clothes
that
for that
eats
one.
He doesn't
anyone.
like. He likes the way he gets mad because
It's a giant cat that
he
eats
doesn't
anyone.
have any clothes.
Yeah.
He goes
Could you
after the
imagine-
people that don't have clothes.
Can
A
you
new
You're
imagine-
talking about
clothes.
this giant cat. Like, could you imagine if house cats were 150 more pounds? They'd probably eat us in our sleep.
Oh, absolutely, man.
You know?
But you have to buy some new clothes, and they won't eat you.
Yeah, they won't eat you if you have the new clothes on. This isn't. I can just see
Yeah.
that happening. Oh yeah, they call it a homicidal monster who eats children. It could also be called the boogeyman, of course. But I never really thought that they went after. I guess I do, probably because of the. Remember the Grimm's fairy tale? They
Oh,
were
yeah.
also
Mhm.
they're always eating little kids. Come to think of it, doesn't that like bring up pedophilia? Because if you think about it, they were always after little kids. And the Grimm's
Yeah.
fairy tale, I think it probably is. I know some people say
Well,
that
little
it's-
kids are either rotten or they're nice. You know,
Yeah.
so the monsters, of course, it's easy prey.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Yeah.
know, but you should be telling your kids to be nice because you never know those little, or it could be the
You
cat.
know
that
what?
gets
Huh? It's the 21st century, and that's kind of hard to do now.
them. Yeah, really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And-
But according to
Sure.
this, Jason, the Yule lads had 13 sons. Kryla had 13 sons.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do
Can
they
you
have
imagine
names?
what
I
the
wonder?
other 11 were?
No,
Can't
but you
find
know
them all.
what? Think of it. Maybe that's how they got the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You know what I mean? Maybe they just what's 7
That's
and 7?
possible.
It's 14, but they could have been 13.
Was that a Grimm fairy tale?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know. I know that's Disney, but who actually wrote Snow White? There you go, Jason. Go do some research and go fact check
Every,
us.
I'll jump right on it.
Disney princess is based on a real person throughout
Snow
history.
White.
Although they're usually tragic stories and they don't
Oh
end
man,
as the Disney ones. But
can't be
but
tragic.
any story can be, you just change the perspective.
We need something special. We don't want tragic.
We want, hey, Dover, who is
Dover.
Perchta?
Oh,
Perchta. Yeah, did you see him down there? Talk about Perchta. Never heard of that one before.
I think
Have
Well,
you,
I-
Trish?
I think we'll be getting there in a little bit.
Hmm.
It's on the list. I'm
It's
looking
on
at
the
the list
list?
right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Saint Nicholas wasn't a creature. He was an actual person, Saint Nicholas too.
Do any of you celebrate St.
Real
Nicholas
Saint
Day?
Nicholas was actually
Anybody?
I
Krampus'
didn't.
brother, though.
Who what? I didn't hear
The-
that, Trish.
So there's Krampus Day and there's Saint Nicholas Day, and Saint Nicholas was Krampus. They were brothers. One was good, one was evil.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't
They
hear
actually
that.
got along very well, according to legend.
So Krampus had a brother who was Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas, yes. So
Wow,
there was
there you go. I
it's
learned
the
something
duality. So there's the one for the good kids and one for the bad.
I learned something today. I never knew he had a
I
brother.
did not know that either. Thank you for that
Yes,
update
Boots,
their-
that's where you put your shoes outside for St. Nicholas Day.
Yep. And do you know the day?
And you know
after
what? Some
Christmas?
people pee in them too, so be careful. I don't know if that's crumpets
Jeez,
or
Jenny, who's
pisses.
gonna
No,
think of that?
You know what? Yeah, Jen.
Oh,
what's
jeez.
in your tea today?
Yeah.
What's
You just
in
go
your
around
tea?
peeing in
Is
people's
it
boots they live
eggnog?
outside.
What's in my tea? Oh,
Yeah,
tea. Oh, I don't
about
know.
peeing in people's shoes. But I
Peeing
do
in people's
believe in
shoe-
Ireland the day after Christmas it's St. Stephen's Day, and all the kids will go around and they'll kill a bird, and what they do is go to each house and start singing, and then they give money for them to bury the bird. Yeah, it's a Irish thing up over there, St. Stephen's Day. Yeah.
No, but they do. You have to be careful on where you put your shoes on.
Well, yeah.
Leads me to talk about the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Now, that's another one. The Grinch, was found in Whoville. I
The
think he was a
most
grouchy
famous.
green creature with a heart 2 sizes too small. The Grinch was not a fan of festivities, like a lot of people aren't these days. So, was there really a Grinch?
They're everywhere.
They're
There's
everywhere.
A lot of people
Yes.
with Grinches.
No.
Whoever wrote that
Real
story.
Grinch that hides outside on a mountain in Whoville.
But then again, according to Chris, think about what she said about fear. But someone probably who wrote that damn story, whatever his name was,
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, he dealt with somebody during Christmas that was like really grinchy and mean, and he decided to write a story about it.
But you know what? When we listen to Missing 411, there are a lot of mountains and a lot of caves where there's creatures. Do you think there
Right.
could be a creature up there that actually doesn't like people and he goes and he steals their food?
And that
Come on. There might
possible.
be. Yeah.
It's possible. God only knows what's up there in the mountains.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot we haven't seen yet.
Yes, so let's take a road trip and walk the Appalachian.
Okay, you
Jason.
go ahead, Sean.
All right, which one
I'll
of
meet
us is
you
in
up
enough
there.
shape for that? Come on, let's get serious.
We'll take ATV.
I'll take the steps from the basement to the first floor. I'm good.
Yeah,
It's
of
funny,
course, it's a
though,
Yeti, but it could also
name-
be called a Grinch. Yes. What'd
So
you
we
say,
got
babe?
What were you
Rudolph with
saying,
the
Trish?
Yeti. Now we got the Grinch with the Yeti. What else is the Yeti, Jenny? Jenny Yeti.
The abominable
Jenny.
snowman.
There you go. And that's
Ah.
part of Rudolph.
Cornelius. Silver
And he had no
gold.
teeth.
Silver and gold.
But what if, I mean, what if you lived in Alaska or, I don't know, some Antarctica or somewhere that has polar bears? Now, polar bears will hunt down anything, including small children. So what if, the parents just came up with a story for things like that?
Ooh,
Did you ever see a polar bear eat a seal?
When you think about it, the Yeti looks almost like a abominable snowman. Think about it. He does. He looks exactly like it. I'm going to have to pull this picture up because it definitely looks
But does it
I mean,
bounce?
maybe the Yeti and the abominable snowman are like Bigfoot without a tan. I don't know.
Does it bounce though, Jenny?
What?
Does it bounce?
I don't know,
Bumble
but he
bounce?
looks sort of like he does look like I'm going to show you right now. Just give me
Oh,
a second.
yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
little
here we
slow
go.
with the
I'm waiting to
Trying
see
to
the
find-
picture of the
to
abominable
find
snowman.
Bob Domino. I can't even say that right now.
Abominable.
While we're right here going at this, if you came up with a creature, what would you come up with, Jenny?
There he is. Bumble bounce.
Bumblebounce. Look
He's
at
so
that.
cute.
Where's
Study
Cornelius when you
ties.
need him? Run
What
to
did you
attack.
say? What did you say, Sean? What was
What
the
I
question
said
you
was,
had?
if you, since you're a writer and you write books, what would you come up with for a Christmas monster?
Albert that stole the Rockefeller Christmas tree. No. It would have to be some kind of a elf.
Mhm.
It would have to be an elf, or like little people. There used to be a show back in the 70s about this little creature. He was like a native, and he was real small, and he's had a spear, and he would chase you around your house, and he would stab you with the but I would have it like an elf that's stealing your, get up in the middle of the night and you go to look at your
You
presents,
kind of
and
just
there's
described Chucky.
Chucky. Yeah, but it's a little tiny elf. Maybe sort of
there's
like
a
the elf
leprechaun.
on a shelf.
Yeah, elf on the
They
shelf.
have really evil, like, like,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
like a
just
toy soldier that comes to life. And
Okay, that would
he's
be pretty cool.
sadistic.
That
Yeah, a
would be
little
a
toy soldier, and he would
Like
come
in
to
Toy
life.
Story.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but he's mean. He's a toy, like a nutcracker.
Yeah, like the ones behind you.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if a nutcracker right behind you just reached out and grabbed you? Would you freak out?
I'd give him a kiss.
You'd be cracking your lips then.
Yeah, I know.
Trisha, what would you write about?
I would have all of the holiday. I would have like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all of them switch places.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
That
would be really cool.
because it would be different times of year, different seasons, different scenarios. You never appreciate. I think it'd probably be more of like an adult comedy though.
Oh, an adult.
like if if Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and I don't know, Cupid and all of them switch places, then see how
that would be crazy. Like
we're
that.
all complaining
Tooth
about the
Fairy
crop.
delivers Christmas.
Yeah, and then switch places.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be the meat cutter from hell. That's what I
Oh my God, that's a story there, Sean. The meat cutter from hell.
I think this, like, people, this time of year is it's so. I think that's what bothers me about it. It's so fake because, I mean, I love the lights, I love the stories, I love the family time, all that, but nobody talks about like. Everybody hates the crowds. Nobody likes Christmas parties, spending time with most people they don't want to be around. And
no, that's true.
Give people gifts that they don't even like, things like that. Nobody.
I think Trisha has a little bit of Grinched.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of people forget what the reason for the season really is. And so
you need a little jingle in your life.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. NJ Krampus.
She needs some love in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's send her Christmas love. Christmas love,
Poor
Trisha.
Trisha.
I'm just saying that the crowds and all of that is people get even meaner, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Shopping and driving and that's not what it's about. It's not
Last minute shoppers Christmas Eve.
That's why you shop online and you don't have to worry about them. But then when the mailman delivers your package to the other neighbor, then you
Or they're knocking on your door at 10 o'clock at night, making your dogs go crazy and wake
what
your
the heck
child
is
up.
that
Yeah.
about? Why are they doing
It's
that?
extended
too?
hours. It's holiday season.
Extended
God.
hours.
Yeah.
That's why the post office, they made a deal with Amazon, and the postal workers work on Sunday delivering packages.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
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 Switching over
That's
to
what
the
I'm
hard
saying.
stuff.
I don't know. From that tornado, there might be a lot of people not getting their Amazon packages this year.
Oh, I
That
feel
was
bad for those
crazy. I
tornado
feel bad
people.
for them.
Down there.
Yeah.
Especially
I
the
feel
little
down there.
baby.
God bless their souls down there.
The
Yes,
baby.
amen.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, Trish, your hair's in a ponytail. What's up with that?
it's a braid.
A braid. Yeah, what's up with that? That's why she's
Little
in a
house
bad
on the prairie,
mood.
girl.
John's just
That's
jealous
why
because he
she's
doesn't
in a
have any hair.
bad
That's
So,
mood.
okay, and here's
Sean,
also,
where's your
actually,
Do what I do, Trish.
Come on, Arm and Hammer, put the thing
No,
back
don't
on.
do that,
I'm
Trish.
sorry,
Don't
I
do
mean,
Mr. Clean.
that. Don't do that, Trish. That's not good.
Oh, that's great.
I think also, I'm pagan, so we do tend to get a little bitter during this time of year.
So why is that, Trish? Why do you
I'm
get
not
bitter?
gonna, there's a lot of thieves in the world, but
Look at her. She's like,
sorry. But no, it's kind of the same, like I said, this is the dark part of the year. So a lot of our beliefs are dealing with the shadow side of our own lives, and a lot of that has to do with family. A lot of that has to do with holidays. A lot of that has to do with, so that's what a lot of these stories, as far as the Grinch and things like that, are a part of. And then overcoming the whole fact that, people come up to me all the time and they're like, especially from October on, they're like, oh my goodness, are you a witch year round? I'm like, are you a Christian year round? Like, wait,
Oh, wow.
what is that even?
it's Trish, just since we're talking about witches and Christmas, and it leads me to the one Grimm's fairy tale about Hansel and Gretel. Now she was a witch,
Yes.
right? Now she liked to eat little kids.
Again, Jenny, what's in your tea?
Okay, so
Kids are the innocents.
well,
Kids,
that's why they're comparing you to the witch on Hansel and Gretel, where they used to shove kids in the oven. So
I
just
mean,
tell them I don't eat kids.
maybe. No, I don't eat children. That's
Oh, I hope not.
No, that's
hope
smart.
Yeah,
They think of
inflating
witches.
on
They're
a
wearing a
human
black
race.
hat.
processed and
You should tell them you're the good witch, like on the Wizard
So are
of
like
Oz.
children like
The fairy-
organic then compared to eating adults?
Yes, I would assume.
You should just tell them I'm a good witch. I don't wear black at Christmas.
Oh, what's her name? Who was the good witch on Wizard of Oz?
I'm
What was
trying
her
to think
name?
of her name.
Yeah, but
That-
the good witch doesn't. Glenda, she doesn't teach.
Glenda. She's a fairy godmother. She
I mean,
wasn't a
yeah,
witch.
she
Or was
helped.
she a witch?
No, she was a witch.
She was a witch. Glenda.
Yes. There's the Wicked Witch of the West, and she was Glenda, the good
She
witch.
was scary.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's fake because you don't. There's also horror movies about people that smile all the time, and most serial killers do stuff like that. So,
God, that's true. They
yeah,
smile.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying about fake holidays and fake. I'm
Why
not saying
do?
the
Who
holiday
says
itself
that
is
serial
fake.
killers
I'm
smile
saying
all the
this
time?
time of year is there's a lot of, it's become any holiday nowadays. It doesn't matter what it is, 4th of July, anything. Not even speaking about religion or anything else. They become so commercialized. People lose sight of what it's really about, and especially expensive gifts and things. And
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
just
true.
that's not.
But here's the sad thing about that too. The day after, they're back in the stores getting their money back. Whatever they get. So what's the use of doing it? See, to me, Christmas is giving, but I'm not rich, but I can give, my love. I can give,
And that's what I'm saying.
friendship to
People
others.
go broke trying to impress people, and it's just a whole, don't get me wrong. I love the stories of people paying it forward and being giving and everything this time of year. But in my opinion, we should do that all year, so I don't have the popular opinion. I told y'all I'm like the Grinch for tonight.
It's okay.
They're okay. It's fine.
You're okay.
I'm actually
We're all
looking
I'm
forward
really
to
this
depressed
year.
right now. I think I have to leave.
We still love you. We still love you. So you're all right.
I love the family time, love the lights, decoration, music, all of that. But there's still
Well, you're like that one creature or the one myth, La Befana. La
Who?
Befana. It's from Italy, Russian. It's about this, also known as Babalushka, and
Yep.
Oh,
it's
she's the
it's
good
a
witch.
gentle
Babushka.
old witch.
Yeah.
And she travels the world with her around the holidays on a broomstick.
No,
And
yeah.
she likes to leave cookies
Hmm.
in the
Yeah, no
children's
shit.
houses. So maybe that's what you are. You're like, you can just say,
What's her name? What's her name?
I can't pronounce it. It's La Befana. Befana.
La Befana.
How do you pronounce La
Befana.
Befana?
Also known as babushka.
Yeah,
In Russia.
babushka
Oh, yeah, here she is.
in Russia.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to get any cookies because we don't live in Russia or anywhere over there.
Well, I
Or
think she
Italy.
flies everywhere. I think she comes around. Sort of like when you leave cookies for Santa, it's just reversed. She leaves them for people. And she's
Oh,
Yeah,
a
who
good
please
witch.
brought
stop
Who brought up that deal with giving Santa Claus like cookies and milk, man? No
Well,
one.
because
I
he's
don't
been
know.
traveling all night all over the world and he gets a little hungry, got a little low blood sugar going.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if Santa was part of like the elf or fairy clan, then people leave offerings out for them all the time, regardless of time.
Yeah, my kids used to leave food for the reindeer. They would
Right.
magical food
Yeah,
they would throw.
yeah. We used to leave Cheerios, man. A whole box of Cheerios. Put them in
A
the
whole
cans.
box.
Animals love
A whole
Cheerios.
box of them damn things, man. There was what, 9 reindeer? Yeah.
I
Well,
tell you
and
what,
then-
using Cheerios really helps train dogs. We're
They
having
do?
yeah, when we got our biggest dog 3 years ago, he was it's a little rough to get a house broken, and a buddy of mine who has dogs, he's like, skip the dog treats. Don't even use those. Use just plain Cheerios. I said, you got to be kidding me. He's
My
like, trust
dog
me.
would never eat
Within
that.
3
He wants
days,
meat.
he was housebroken. It was incredible. It was a miracle.
Your
Christmas
dog would
miracle.
take your fingers off there, Jenny, if you
I
gave her a
know.
Cheerio.
She don't want no Cheerios. She wants real food. She likes whipped cream.
Oh, my dog's like that too.
And as soon as she hears that shh, and she comes over, licks her barks, and she won't leave me alone. So every time I have like Jello or pudding with whipped cream on, I like to put it in my coffee. She goes crazy. She loves it. Probably because she likes to go to Dairy Queen. In the summertime, she likes.
So do you like regular or like the extra creamy? And do you like it out of the container or the spray?
I like it out of the spray.
Yes.
I like the spray.
All right. We're on the same page.
I like the spray.
Trish?
I like to put it in my coffee.
Yes.
I like homemade that you put in a spray can because.
How do you stick it in a spray can?
Homemade.
Extra. You make your own spray can.
No, well, I mean they sell those, for pastry things.
Oh, really? You can do that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I just learned something new.
I don't eat. I said I don't eat fake things, man. So
you don't eat fake things.
No.
What do you eat?
She's a vegan.
No.
No,
you don't eat animals?
I do eat animals. I do.
I love animals.
I
good.
cannot eat. No, I'm talking about like the processed.
I usually eat processed food, but whipped cream I do.
Only when I'm hungry.
But that's what I'm saying. You can get your own cream and sugar.
I didn't know. I can do that with heavy whipping cream. I've done that before.
Yes, and then you put it in They have the little spray thing you can.
I didn't know they had spray thingies. I did not know that.
Me neither.
About time I didn't. I should learn.
Google it up and show us there.
I should. Yeah. Well,
I'm curious
about whipped cream spray. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
We'll save that for another day. 2:00 in the morning show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God. Oh well, getting back to our topics for tonight. There's 24 creatures. We're only on 6. So the 6th one is the Yule cat, and that's the one that goes around and eats little kids.
We already talked about
the giant cat feasts on anyone, but particularly little kids who receive new Christmas clothes.
Okay.
Now, why? Why?
I don't know. So if I live in that area where they talk about big cats, I'm a little kid and I see cats all over the freaking place. I'm going to say, that cat's going to grow to be a big cat and he's going to eat me if I don't behave. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just weird that the cat likes new Christmas
That's the
clothes.
one that, unless you have new clothes, right?
He only eats little kids that get new clothes. Oh, jeez. Now, what kind of demented mind would even think that up? Sorry.
The
What's
ones
that?
Don't get new clothes because it was an incentive for the parents not to be lazy and to actually buy their kids clothes by Christmas. But so it doesn't so the kids are being punished for the parents being lazy. Basically, it was what kind of how the legend was.
So what do you mean the kids? They wanted the clothes, so the mothers couldn't afford to buy the clothes.
Right. So it was incentive to get the people in the wintertime to work because of harvest season to buy their kids new clothes. So he took the kids who didn't get new clothes for Christmas.
I always got something new on Christmas. And even when my kids were little, I'd get them a new shirt, new sweater, new pajamas.
Yes.
New
we got
underwear.
to open that up on Christmas Eve. Our pajamas. We got to open them up on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's cute, Sean.
Hey, listen, that's when Christmas was nice,
When you got new jammies.
Yeah.
Was it a big pink bunny?
And then one year when we were small, Mom got us the Peanuts covers. What's the big?
Charlie Brown?
Bedspread?
We had Snoopy. Yeah, bedspread.
Yeah.
I had Snoopy. My brother had Charlie Brown, but that was pretty cool as hell. We still have that. It's all wrapped up nice, and it's folded up good.
Aww.
Did you feel like Charlie Brown?
I did.
You should get it out this Christmas. And
hey, look, Charlie Brown.
Oh my God, Charlie Brown just let himself go.
Yes, I did. There he is. I knew we were going to talk about Charlie Brown tonight. So,
You did?
yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Oh
You're
my.
funny. Okay, good. Number 7 is Lutyens. A Lutin?
Let me look that up.
Lutin,
Lutins, not to be confused with Lutins, the cough
L-U-T-I-N?
drops.
Are they naughty or nice?
They are both.
Yes, they're both.
Yes.
They're festive hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins. Say it with me.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Although part French folklore, they were really what? They helped Pierre Noel. I guess that'd be
Christmas.
Father Christmas, like Saint Nicholas.
Yes.
So they're good and they're bad, just like you are.
Yeah. Expect a lot of outrageous pranks.
Oh yeah.
So when your keys go missing, or your
that's the
Santa Claus hat disappears.
But I thought hobgoblins were like all year round, not just around Christmas.
Well, maybe they're
Oh.
spying. Maybe they're like checking in on everybody throughout the
Oh,
year.
maybe they're just doing that around Normandy, where the legend is. What are you looking up, Trish?
I'm looking in my mythical creatures Bible
Oh, cool.
On hobgoblins?
for hobgoblins.
And what
Goblins
did
of
they
the
say?
Hobs.
Yes, fairies of Midsummer Night. It's actually after William Shakespeare's A Midsummer
Really?
Night's Dream. Yes.
Ooh,
Where hobgoblins came from.
Hobgoblins.
I got to get that book.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's and really it's it tells how different parts of the world, different cultures depict the different cryptids and creatures. You know, some are really similar, but different in a small way, and so it tells where the legends originated. So it's really interesting.
That's pretty
So
cool book.
if you had a hobgoblin whose one leg was shorter than the other, would it be called a hobgoblin
You're
by
bad.
chance?
Oh,
Does anybody know?
God, dude.
Anybody know?
Play him
Just
some
curious.
jingle bells there, Johnny. He gets the... Yeah. That's them taking you to like somewhere. That the island of misfit toys. There you go.
Island of I always felt like one of those misfit toys all my life.
Lands,
Hey,
Always
Trish,
yeah, lands
on
of
the
misfit
island
Catherine
of
toys.
would like to know
mis-
what is the name of that book.
It is, I don't know if I could, Mythical Creatures Bible, and it is by Brenda Rosen.
I'm going to have to get that book. Really. Yeah,
No, you
I'll go on Amazon after
Let's
this
be
show.
honest.
I like mythical creatures, man.
Yeah, you gotta get the
You
book, let's
are
be
a
honest.
mystical
He's not
creature.
gonna-
I am
Then the next one for number 9 is Bell's Nickel.
Who?
Is he naughty or nice?
Oh, let me look at
Nickel.
the list here.
Yeah, I got look.
Bell's nickel. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Bell's Nickel, number 9. He's nice.
Yes. From
He arrives
Germany.
2 weeks before Christmas wearing rags.
The hell was that?
Somebody just had a thought. That's what that was.
No, that was the ghost of Jacob Marley. Come on, get it right.
Jacob Marley.
Yeah.
He scares
Christmas
me.
Carol. Christmas.
Jacob
Who, Marley? He's the
Yeah.
best ghost in the world. He's one of
So
the
Bell's nickel warns naughty children to behave and rewards the good children with sweets. Maybe that's why there's too many diabetics.
Yeah. Well, you can't just eat candy all night around Christmas, too. You'll get sick. That's not good. Although I made some really good cinnamon sugared pecans tonight for Christmas. Very
Oh.
good. But I could eat that. Oh, God, that's so delicious.
I made some
Okay.
Is
cookies
that
the other
part
day.
of your keto?
No.
That's all out the window. It's the
No, I
holiday
do
season.
keto, but I don't do it that much on around Christmas. But I will cheat on Christmas. No, I tell you what, Thanksgiving from Halloween, when I got COVID, I went around eating everything to see if I could taste. It was terrible, and then I went off of it, and then Thanksgiving, I could not walk without almost in tears because I was so inflamed from the sugar and the
Really?
gluten. Yes.
Wow.
Mm.
I can't eat that kind of food. And if I do, I can only have a little bit because I get so inflamed with inflammation. So
That's why
If I cheat,
You're on fire.
I was on fire. I mean, Trish, you just can't do it if you.
yes,
Yeah, so
especially in the wintertime, and because
it hurts. You hurt.
joints and stuff, or it's arthritis.
I just stay away from it as much as I can. I'll cheat maybe on a little bit on the weekend and on the holidays, and I'm back on it because I know
Yeah.
if I don't, I will be popping Advil like candy. So, and I'll tell you what, keto.
That's good for your liver.
If you're trying to defeat the pain level, and if you have pain, you don't eat the sugar and gluten. I mean, that's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah,
to
but
do.
everybody's different. There's people that could just suck that stuff down with no problem.
Yeah, if they don't have any pain. If you have pain, give it up for a week.
Yeah,
And
if you
see
have
how you feel.
suppressant diseases and stuff, it really affects.
Yeah. It's like
Wow,
sugar is like crack cocaine. It's like once
It's actually
you eat
more
it,
addictive.
once you eat it, I can't stop. And then I pay for it the next day. I usually feel it like the third day. It's like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. So that's when I go and I take Epsom baths. And I'm talking not like a 10-minute Epsom bath. I'm talking 30, 40-minute Epsom bath.
What's that
Wow.
Epsom? What's that?
It
What
gets
is
rid
that?
of inflammation. I don't know how. It's like has magnesium in them, and it gets rid of the inflammation, and it works. So if you're ever in pain,
Red light therapy.
yes, it's awesome. And they even have these float baths where you go and you pay money, and you go into a darkened room. It's like a pool, but you go in completely nude, and you go in it, and you stay in there for like an hour in complete darkness, and you float in the Epsom bath.
In other people's funk.
I don't know.
No,
if
it's
you-
not.
I think-
It's like it's not that much water, and you're.
No,
in a
I
pod.
think it's like a bathtub, but you float.
I can't do it. I have that. It's a pod, literally, in the
Yeah, I
down.
couldn't do it. I would get hyper. What do you call it?
I have like
What is that called when
an
you?
anxiety attack when I'm.
Yeah, I would. I would have an anxiety.
because
What is
it's
that called?
complete
Hyper.
sensory deprivation, as far as you can't see, hear, feel anything.
It's like claustrophobic. It is. It's really scary.
In a pod.
It's in a pod, and you're in. It's dark. I would have an anxiety attack, and I'd have to get out. It's sort
Now,
of
would
like
you rather be in there or an MRI machine?
I could handle
MRI.
the MRI if it wasn't for the noise. I can't handle the noise.
Yeah, the cook.
I don't like
and
that.
tight
Don't
little
they
spot
give
to
you
keep your
earphones
shoulders
where you
in.
can listen to music? I had
Not
that
when
all the
I
time.
had it. I didn't when I had it. They didn't have that.
Did you ever
Oh,
see
wow.
on like YouTube, like they were just ones that were no good anymore? They take it apart and then turn it on and watch the magnet just like suck everything to it, like desks and chairs.
Oh
and-
no, I've
Did
never
you ever see
seen
that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a
No.
very powerful magnet.
No, but we're getting to the number 10, and this is what the picture that Jason has behind him is Krampus. Now, is he
Oh, man.
naughty or nice? You know who he is.
He's
What?
nice. He's
He's
a
nice
sweet
and
naughty.
naughty. He's nice and
Yeah.
naughty.
He's half goat, half demon. The Santa's
Yeah.
evil counterpart.
But don't they get along?
They
Well,
do.
Did you ever
Wow.
see a Christmas Horror Story?
He
Watch that
punishes
movie.
little kids.
But
Well-
to me, sure he looks mean, nasty, and ugly, but I don't know. I just have this feeling that he's not a bad person. I mean,
Okay, Sean. He's not a
Misunderstood.
oh
he's
come
a
on!
bad
You're just
person.
reading what other people think, and just think about it. If you weren't a bad kid, up until Christmas, then there's no reason for Krampus to come and get you.
I don't think it's possible for any kids to not be bad throughout the year.
Well, that guy is creepy as hell, the one behind you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just
that's-
hanging out over here, just enjoying the show.
Yeah, that is creepy, one dude.
Yeah, that's what I looked like the other morning.
Now,
I
how do
woke
we
up, I
know
was
this
like,
guy's in true?
Hmm?
How do we
What's
know
that?
that there isn't a Krampus?
Hey, is there Santa Claus? Hey, so if there's Santa Claus, there's Krampus.
Gotta be.
Why not? For every good, there's got to be the evil.
Yep.
Balance.
Yep.
Do you agree with that, Trish?
Yes.
Do you believe there's a
Balance of the
Krampus?
universe.
Shoot. I mean, I believe I believe if there's Santa Claus, there's Krampus. Yes.
Yes.
But if you go back to all of Well, even in extraterrestrials, there's a movie about a good and a bad Santa and like a Krampus type robot. I don't remember it because I don't
A
watch
robot?
it. It was a long time ago that I watched this. But yeah, it was about like these extraterrestrials that were
Was this a
basically
Christmas story?
yeah,
Because-
one was Santa basically because he brought gifts, meaning like more spiritual gifts, you know, telepathy and things like that to people, to the good ones. And then to the bad ones, they were punished with karma by his opposite, I don't know, Krampus type entity, I guess, or whatever it was. But yeah, they came down in a ship. And I don't remember what movie it was, but it was a long time ago.
Gonna have to check that one out.
And so something like that makes more sense as far as legends and stuff to me than any of them.
But while we're here, we're almost at 10 o'clock, so I have a sponsor that I'd like to, to announce. Okay. All right. My friend, she's in the room tonight, Catherine. So she is doing a campaign called Warm Hearts 2021. And its mission is to provide blankets, coats, socks, hats, and other warm weather gear to the homeless population, especially homeless veterans throughout Pittsburgh. I am collecting blankets that are clean, socks that are new, and any other clothing that is warm. I am also taking donations for the Light of the Life mission that is located in Pittsburgh. I chose this charity simply because it is a Christian-based organization that helps the homeless. But I am more than willing to give donations to other charities that benefit homeless citizens and or homeless veterans upon request. If you have any questions about donations or anybody wanting to get involved with the distribution and or collection of warm weather gear, they can email her directly at warm, WARMHEARTS 2021 at yahoo.com.
Great.
Good luck to you, Catherine.
Sounds like a really good organization.
Yes, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Thank you, Catherine. Hope it works. Oh, I'm blushing now. Oh, shit.
Oh, your face is as red as your hat.
I got to turn the camera off because I'm blushing.
You're so funny.
Hey, you know it'd be great. You know how there's always like Santa Clauses, out there on the sidewalks taking donations. They should have the Krampus, just dressed like the guy in the background.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, that'd be.
Can you imagine how many parents would pay for somebody to do that just so your children would be good until January?
That would be a lot of money.
That's a little
just give
bit
Sean a
like
hood and
child
send him
abuse.
outside. We'll be all right.
Especially going into the mall or something.
Isn't that's kind of a little child abuse?
I'd be like, take my money.
Take my
money.
See,
Take my money.
Sounds like something I might have to put on the horizon.
That leads me to believe that there is Frosty the Snowman again. I do believe that he's nice. What do you think, Trish?
Well, there's Frosty the Snowman, but then there's Jack Frost throughout history,
Yeah, he's coming up.
He's coming up. We're not there yet. Frosty the Snowman. He has a corncob pipe, button nose,
and a hat.
What was right?
And he goes sled riding on his stomach down the hill.
Very jolly soul.
But why would he be such a dumbass to go out when it was sweat, hot out, and he turned into a puddle?
Well, he didn't.
Well, he's got to wait till the kids build him, and then the spirit just comes alive.
Well, the only way it could happen is that he had to get snow from the North Pole brought by Santa Claus, sprinkled on him, and Frosty became Frosty the Snowman.
No, it was because it was magic from the top hat. Because he was a magician. Remember the guy? That mean guy.
It was the coolest was the little rabbit in that cartoon.
I liked him too.
I liked the little rabbit. The rabbit was cool.
Yeah,
You
poor
know.
Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have number 12 are elves, and this is Trisha's department because
My department.
Yes,
Trish.
it's an
Oh,
elf.
I was going to say on Frosty, I remember when I was little, you know, and seeing spirits all my life and stuff, that in the wintertime, it did seem like maybe because the air is colder, you know, you can see your breath and everything. So it seemed like other people could see spirits out, especially when, you know, we would be in the woods and playing in the snow and stuff, the elementals. It seems like they were, maybe it has something to do with the cold air. Maybe it has to do with the frost, water, whatever being an element. But I used to see way more spirits in the wintertime and in the snow and stuff.
I wonder why.
So, have any of you seen A Christmas Horror Story, the movie? It's
No.
about a Christmas
Christmas
horror story.
horror story?
Yeah,
No,
watch that
no.
movie and you'll have a different outlook on elves.
It was called the Christmas horror story.
Yeah, these elves can end up with this disease and they end up turning these like just nasty killing machines. Trying to kill
there's
sort
Santa
of like
Claus and
Walking
everybody
Dead.
else.
Elves aren't just that, like there's different types of elves. It's not like all elves are defined as the same.
We got the elves,
Like, there's
Elvis,
different-
we got them all.
yeah, it's like there's different races of elves, different parts of the world, there's so many elves. So many.
How many are there?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Is it possible to do
Are they all
research
little
on
short
that?
people or are those trolls?
No, I mean, I'm sure there's tall elves, there's short elves, there's
Buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy the elf. Remember? What's
Yeah.
the name of that movie?
Oh,
Elf.
yeah.
Elf. Yeah.
I just watched that the other day.
What did he like to eat?
Santa!
His cereal?
Spaghetti. Was it spaghetti?
Yeah.
And a lot of sugar.
Why don't you try that tomorrow when you get up? Sean? Make a post. Do a live, Facebook Live. You eat spaghetti with your
You
cereal.
just pour a bag of sugar on it.
Yeah. No, then I'd start my
Then call us about a half an hour later, see how it's going.
Syrup.
syrup.
Yeah, I think he actually put syrup on it in the movie.
Okay, so elves are pretty much nice. They're not like trolls.
I kind
I
of
don't know. I think there's got to be evil elves, because some of them are known for mischief. Why can't they just turn a step darker and just be
But-
nasty?
I understand it, but you know what? Elves, I mean, I guess they're like human beings. You piss off an elf, they're going to get nasty with you.
Or are they the same as
about it.
gnomes? Or is that different? Like the garden gnomes?
Lawn gnomes and stuff.
Are they the same as an elf?
Gnomes
No.
creep me out.
Or are they
I will tell
more
you
like
that.
a troll?
Gnomes.
they're
creep me out.
not. So I was trying to see where the original there's. I mean, it said there's 23 different types of elves.
Holy shit. Leprechauns.
So-
and elves.
so it's
Right,
different.
Buff, you're right.
Yeah, leprechauns, but they're
Yeah.
only come out.
Different, but
If you
that's
can find them, you get their
Patrick
pot of
said.
gold.
leprechauns aren't elves though. It's a totally different.
Leprechauns are trolls that hide under the bridge.
Well, no, because there's trolls and then there's leprechauns. See, there's.
Leprechauns bring you lucky charms. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
So
come
they
on.
only come out at St.
Jake,
Patrick's
you can't
Day.
get dropped under the next bridge you cross. I swear.
Well, Mrs. Claus, is she naughty or nice?
I don't know. Are you Mrs. Claus, Jenny?
Oh no, I'm naughty, but she's nice.
How naughty are you, Jenny?
Very.
Oh,
naughty.
Shauna Claus is asking. 2 o'clock. Here we come.
Yeah, it's a 2
I
o'clock
can't wait
show.
to watch your show tonight.
No, it's going to be on Christmas stories, man. Christmas stories.
Like movie stories?
Movies, yeah. It's
So
a wonderful
I don't
life.
know. Did we already go over Gremlins?
We didn't get we don't have gremlins.
We don't have gremlins on
That's
the
my
the movie,
favorite
yeah.
Christmas story ever.
No, we don't have
Gizmo.
gremlins. We're on Mrs. Claus, and she's
No
Santa's
gremlins.
faithful wife. No, what if she wasn't Santa's faithful wife? What if she was
I mean, there's
don't
elves
go there.
everywhere. Who knows?
What
Oh,
if
man.
she was with
With the elves. In the
Party with the
workshop.
elves. Party with the elves.
That could be a story there, Mrs. Claus.
Ooh.
I'll have to think about it. Yeah,
Someone-
she's Santa's wife, and she's supposed to be faithful wife. I don't know about that. What about her and Mr. Frost? Jack. Okay, number
Well, how you're
14. I
Jack-
don't know how to pronounce this one, but he's naughty. He's Fra Perchta.
Percha.
Found in Austria. This is we're getting back to the witches. Look at she's green. A gruesome witch who doles out both rewards and brutal punishments. I wonder what they are to those deserving during the 12th day of Christmas. So she's mean. She likes to give punishment. That's really not a nice Christmas story.
Well, she
No,
goes
it
after, it seems like, dishonest kids mostly.
I don't know. How dishonest can they be?
She's after children. Don't tell the truth. So tell the truth, kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
that ain't gonna happen.
A lot of where witches being green came from throughout history, because it has more to do with chakras and your aura and stuff. So a green aura can be very grounded and loving and nurturing and things like that. But on the opposite side, on the duality side of that, green can be very jealous and envious and competitive and things like that.
I
So
can see that. That's green with envy. Yeah. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, well, think about it, right? The Wicked Witch of the East and Wizard of Oz, they had her green, and I guess he was jealous of.
Well, Glenda was pretty, and she
she
had
was pink. So, and pink is, very comforting, loving color and nice. And
Has anybody watched The Wizard of Oz and started the Pink Floyd record at the same time, or however that goes?
I haven't done it yet.
Dark Side of the Moon will
Dark Side
follow
of
the
the Moon.
movie.
What do
Yeah.
you do?
There's like a certain point where the lion roars or something, and you start the Pink Floyd album, and it follows the movie like spot on.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
there's so many
Interesting.
bad things that happen in that movie that people don't realize that it's crazy.
Like what?
The
Crazy.
person hung himself or whatever.
There's a person that hung themselves. What was it? Dorothy was they sprayed asbestos on her for when it was like part of a dream or something. I don't know. There's
Oh my God.
Cowardly Lion, his suit, he passed out, I don't know how many times because of the makeup and got
I
so
didn't know
hot,
that.
things like that. What's that?
I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
There's so many things. And then the treatment, because they have the of course in Kansas they have the Oz Festival, and so for a long time the Munchkins that played in the movie would come back here for the festival, and then of course all these books and things started surfacing from the actors that played in the original movie. So
Didn't know that.
I did not know that. Oh, wow.
That's an interesting tale.
the Tin Man, there was something about they actually used the paint on his face that had metal in it. Like,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, there's so many different bad things that came, which is surprising because it was such a profound movie as far as the lessons, in the story behind it.
I think Sean's getting his blanket out, his Snoopy blanket.
Sean, where'd he go? Oh, he left.
Maybe he's got the grumbles again.
Go, guys. Leads us to number 15, Jack Frost. Is he naughty or nice?
They say he's naughty. Brings a chill wherever he goes.
He's made entirely of ice. Now,
Yeah.
Jack Frost, he controlled everything in nature. He controlled the changing of the leaves, the frost on the windows. He's a pretty creepy thing, and he's a spirit. He's a sprite-like character, like he's, sort of like you, Jason. He leaves shivers wherever he goes.
I know I leave cold spots everywhere.
And he's responsible for frosty weather in December. Now, Jack Frost, wouldn't he be friends with abdominal? How do you say that?
Abominable.
Abominable.
Abominable. Say it with me.
Abominable. I can't talk.
Abominable.
So, Trish, do you think he's a legend, or was there really a Jack Frost? Where did it come from? Who made that up?
So, but I've heard both sides. Like, he's either in every single movie, every children's story, he's either the hero or the villain, so he's played both as well. I don't know where that originated. I can look in my...
No, that's good. You can do a fact check on that. Where did he originate? It was a really one.
I don't know where he originated at.
Jack Frost.
But they say if you don't believe in him, you may end up with a very non-Christmassy Christmas.
No, you should believe in him.
But I do like. Have you all seen the Jack Frost movie with Michael Keaton?
That's been a while.
And that's a
Michael Keaton. I don't think I ever seen that.
Yeah, it's an old
about
one.
The father who didn't pay attention to his wife and kid, and came back as the snowman.
Nope, I did not know that.
That was a very good story for Christmas.
I'll have to watch that one. Now, while you look up Jack Frost, we're going to move on to something that Jason and Sean are good with. Ghosts.
Uh-oh.
The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, boy.
Is that naughty or nice? I think any ghost would probably be nice, unless it's a mean ghost like Poltergeist. But he originated from London. According to Dickens, the Ghost of Christmas Past is a white-robed figure in
I hear grunts and groans. Oh, there he is.
To remind you of previous years. So I think whenever the Ghost of Christmas Past would be.
They say he's nice.
Is he really a ghost and he just reminds you of how you screwed up? Or does he remind you of what could have been? Or does he remind you of why things turn out the way they did?
Well, the Ghost of Christmas Past to me, okay, is he just, you're starting on this journey with three ghosts, right? And the past is like, well, you had fun. You did this. You were dancing and you had a girl who liked you. And so the good things, nothing bad at all.
So it's like because Christmas is a really depressing time for a lot of people who lost somebody they loved. So I always find it to be very like I don't know, nostalgic. You're thinking, you're celebrating Christmas and you think back, oh, it was so nice when my dad used to be here, and there's all these empty tables at the dinner table for Christmas, and is that what the Christmas Ghost of Christmas Past is, or like you said, the girlfriend that you got away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of sad.
Well,
kind of depressing.
It could be, or it could be good. He could show you a mixture of things, like choices you made led to this, or could have led to that, or you missed this chance, or did this wrong,
or the opportunity is there, is what the past of Christmas Past goes to saying. The opportunity is
unless you're a real Scrooge, and he can show you how just rotten you were.
Are you gonna say,
I think it's both, because it's like in Yule traditions, the 12 days of Yule leading up to the changing of the light from the dark to the light half of the year. And we reflect on all of those things I've noticed in my own life. You'll close out patterns as you get older, or you won't. I mean, you could keep reliving the same karma over and over and over because you're not learning. But then once you're shown that, it gets really depressing that you see that you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. And
so I think that's a lot of and it's the past, present, and future, because.
Well, it's like we're getting into number 17, which is the Ghost of Christmas Present. And he's nice too. And a jolly giant wearing a fur-lined green robe holding a large torch. And he can show you scenes of festivities around your neighborhood. So I think the Ghost of Christmas Present could be depressing too, because it's like, oh look, you're staying home every day because you're afraid to go out, and all these other people are having such a good time. You could be doing that too. So he could be that to me. He could be nice, but it's kind of depressing too. You know what I mean?
Well, and we all have, spirit guides and ancestors and stuff that actually show us those things, so we don't keep doing harmful things to ourselves, or, so we do grow in life in advance.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the way I see the Christmas Ghost of Christmas Present, he's like, okay, Ebenezer, look at the hell's happening. If you don't get your shit straight, man, nothing's going to work right. But at the end of him dying, according to the book and the movie, the present, the Ghost of Christmas Present, he literally like dies almost. He just like fades away, because the light is going away, which means to me that the light of my life, or Ebenezer's, is going away. So,
but we do that over and over. It's death and rebirth in our own lives, all the time. When you release those things.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. When we move on to the next one, which is the Ghost of Christmas.
Hi, Jeff.
Yet to come. Now that's the naughty one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because eventually you won't be there for Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what he's showing you. He's showing
the
you the
most
future.
Daunting of the ghosts. He resembles the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, yeah.
In a hooded cloak, only showing a hand, which points to the future. Yeah, it's kind of. I think I was the scaredest when I watched Dickens' The Christmas Carol. That's the one that I didn't like him.
So if you had the opportunity to go with the Ghost of Christmas Present, or was it Years to Come or whatever, would you go with him to see what's going to happen, or would you run the other way, like you're saying to do? That way you don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if I want to see the future.
Because what if he shows you what's going to happen, and no matter what choices you make, that is what happens, and it's coming, whatever. So what's
would you rather? Why do you want to torture yourself?
I could see that. I could see that, Krampus.
I think a lot of people want to know. Like, I want to know, but then they're like, oh no, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You know what? I don't want to know what's going to happen to me. God no. But I know eventually, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be dead, and I'm going to be in the grave.
But we don't actually, we don't really ever die. We are, we move on to a different shell.
What's that?
We move on to a different shell.
Oh, okay.
Like little hermit crabs.
But then again, if you look at the movie, you're a bastard. I'm telling you, you're a Krampus tonight, man.
No, so that reminds me though of my son's hermit crab around Christmas time. it was
Hi, Jeff.
It would have been like 10 years ago, and he had this hermit crab, and it was the first year we had a real Christmas tree and things like that, and this hermit crab. Right. I was like, this is the saddest Christmas story I will remember forever. And that poor crab. I live in Kansas, which is, landlocked, obviously. And this little hermit crab grew out of its shell, got out of its little, tank thing he had it in. But it was in the kitchen for some reason that day. And so crawled out of the shell, like hopped off the counter or whatever. I found it. I got up the next morning. It's probably like the day before, might have been Christmas Eve, because I was so worried that he was going to miss his hermit crab. He was 3 at the time. My son was. And I'm like, where did it go? Where's that hermit crab?
There's a pot of boiling
walked
water
all the way across I found it at my front door where
he wanted to go out.
Yeah. It
he had to go pee-pee.
That's where I realized that it was in Kansas, and all hope was lost because.
Oh, poor little hermit crab. Did you have a name for him?
Hermit.
Guy, something like that. It was like Hermie or something.
Hermie. I like that word, Hermie. So, what did you have in your coffee this morning, Jason?
I didn't have coffee this morning, Sean. What did you have in your coffee this morning?
I had carnation. That's what I did. And, I was like, just poured a whole lot of it in there in the coffee and drank it. And you know what? Jenny, what is it that you use with carnation that you have in the morning sometimes?
I have, what is it? Quick Start.
Breakfast essentials.
Yeah, Breakfast Essentials. It's a delicious, high protein, low carbohydrate, loaded with minerals and vitamins. And it's a great way to start your morning. So I want to thank Carnation for sponsoring this hour of Chasing Prophecy.
Thank
you, Carnation.
Carnation.
So we're going on, baby. We're going on to Mari Lloyd.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how to say
I'm
that.
not sure how to spell that.
LLWYD.
Mary Lloyd. Where is in Wales?
Looks
and is
like
it naughty
what-
or nice? It's naughty. It's a zombie horse. Oh,
Ah,
jeez.
oh my
She
She
God!
rises
Yeah.
from the dead
I gotta
every
see
New
this.
Year's Eve to remind the living of their existence and even try to get into their house. So
Ooh.
I've never heard of this story.
Nah, me neither.
Couldn't it be like the Headless Horseman's horse? No, I guess that wouldn't
No.
be because it's not the horse. I don't know any scary horse movies that the horse turns in, it comes, it's a zombie.
Yes, we've
And-
been to Ohio.
Crazy though, I went horseback riding like a week or two ago, and I asked them if they could paint their horse like that, and I could take a picture of it.
Did they?
Oh, they're willing to, yeah, but it's just ironic that there's actually something this time of year,
A zombie horse.
right?
Oh, that would be so cool. that would be so cool.
I don't know about a zombie horse, but I do love Yellowstone, and I love watching all the horsies. And last week was a very interesting. So if anybody watched Yellowstone, you know what I'm talking about. This past week, you know what I'm talking about with the horse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So if you did, leave a comment. I want to know what you thought of that.
I
Oh,
never
it's good
could
they don't
get
have
into
balls to do
Yellowstone.
that.
I watched the first show. and
Oh,
that was it.
after
It was
the
done.
After the fourth episode, it got really super good. And I haven't been able to stop watching it. I watched the whole season, all 3 seasons in like a week with my mom. And then I'm watching season 4. I want to get myself a cowboy, and I want to get a cowboy hat.
There you go. We know Christmas time. Hey Jeff, we've been to the Bel Air twice. Yeah, we know where you're at. I didn't know you were the groundskeeper though.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
He was once the groundskeeper a while
Okay,
ago.
so this horse, right, originally from Wales, which is interesting. A lot of these Christmas creatures originated in Wales or that region, but the tradition entails the use of a hobby horse, which is made from a horse's skull. So like a you call those things the kids have with the horse, the
Rocking horse.
Rocking
no,
horse.
like a stick horse, like a.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So, but this is made from a horse's skull mounted on a pole and carried by an individual hidden underneath a sackcloth. So
wow.
a person puts the skull of a horse on a pole, like a stick horse, and has a sheet over his head. And the custom was first recorded in 1800. And it was performed at Christmas time by groups of men who would accompany the horse on its travels around the local area. The makeup of such groups varied, but the leader dressed as stock characters such as Punch and Judy.
Oh,
Carry
that's
this
huge
horse.
in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, they would carry this stick horse to local houses where they would request entry through the medium of song. So it's like a caroling skull of a horse.
Speaking of skulls, I tripped on a deer head today at the landfill. It's kind of disturbing.
Oh, you should have took it home with you.
No, it was just the head, all the fur and everything, just all blood and guts. And I was like, what?
Oh, I thought it was like a
I
skull.
thought you
like-
said the skull, dude.
Well, it's
You
its
didn't
head,
say it
skull,
was
whatever.
just-
I
It's
meant
all
like I
mangled.
thought maybe just a bone. I've got
but
some antlers I painted all different colors and shellacked it, put it on my porch. It's really cool.
you might have like the rainbow deer come to you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. I mean, it's really.
That's
it's
what I
really-
asked my sister went hunting, and I was like, "Well, are you going to bring me back the skulls and their hides?" And she's like, "What is-" I'm like, "No, that's how you honor something you killed. You know, you utilize all of its parts, and even if it's that, that's why, especially in pagan and Nordic tradition, you know, that's why they would hang the skulls because it was
I didn't know
honoring
that.
the death and the life of that animal. So
I did not know that.
it's not some like sacrificial, you know, crazy thing that people think witches do. No, we're actually honoring its life and using.
Well, yeah. Well, what the Native Americans, whenever they went on a buffalo hunt, they killed a buffalo. Was it the liver or the heart they would eat after they
Who?
made the kill?
Usually the heart.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I will not eat
That
a
embarks the spirit of the animal, the power of the animal. It's life.
deer heart. Ugh. Sort of like on Game of Thrones when she took the heart
I
out.
just watched that for the first time last night.
Did you? I love Game of Thrones. It's my favorite.
That was of a stallion,
Yeah,
ironically.
I
Stallion.
like that. That
Yeah,
was
the
a great.
horse here, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre. Very, very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Let's see where we're at. The Who's at Whoville.
The little Who people.
Residing near the Grinch. The Who's are jolly humans who uphold Christmas spirit. You can spot them by their characteristic tiny, tiny noses. Are
Well,
there
where I
really
work,
Who's?
They're always
Maybe
so
there are.
happy at Christmas time.
Where I work at during Christmas, there's no little Slindy Lou.
Christmas.
Oh God.
I think
Not where I work.
who's as like sprites or elves or fairies.
They're just like little creatures that Dr. Seuss made up. They're like little monsters.
But why would I wouldn't categorize them as a monster. You know, I would not. I mean, they're too loving and
Yeah,
loving.
they're just little creatures.
Right. Now I wonder if Dr. Seuss would not against fairies and elves or something like that, but I wonder if Dr. Seuss ever went out in the woods and he actually saw these things and decided
He
to
was
put
probably
a
on
cartoon
LSD.
to it. No, think about it, right? It's possible.
Yeah, he probably
that
saw number 21, the Yule Goat.
the old goat.
And he was nice.
Oh, he's the one that pulled. Who was that Nordsman?
Thor.
Thor apparently rode a chariot and
With the goats. Yeah.
led by two goats. Since the Yule Goat has become a huge part of the Scandinavian Christmas. Now, goats is to me, I think of the devil, Lucifer, because he had those big horns. So I don't know if he was really
I'm going to
nice.
tell you
I
a
think it was
story
pretty.
about
I
that
think
big
he was
horn.
pretty naughty, Sean. What?
No,
Tell
I
me.
don't. Let me tell you how the Satan got the horns on his head.
Okay.
Back in when the Christianity went over to the United Kingdom or over that way, they wanted to get all the pagans and to become Christians. And what happened was at that time there was Pan, the guy half human, half like animal, goat, whatever. Well, what the Christians did was they took Pan, okay, or they took a face of a goat and they did the horns like that, and they said, "This is the devil. This is Lucifer." That's how that became.
He scares me.
Why?
The devil, Lucifer with the horns.
But it was put there in order to scare people. But it's just another thing Christianity did in order to get people to come into the church.
Well, if it scared the hell out of them, then they wouldn't have nothing to worry about, right?
But there was a lot of them that didn't want to go into the church. They wanted to stay at their beliefs. But if I'm right, Trish, tell me if I'm right, though. A lot of the Catholic traditions are based off pagan traditions, correct?
Yeah, they are.
And then it was during the time of Constantine that many of them changed, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So when they have like the mass, the black mass, they had a black mass, and the Catholics had a mass, the same thing with the altar, or did the black mass come after that and copied off of the Catholics? So you're saying the Catholics copied off of the
The
pagans?
pagans, yeah, pagan rituals.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I see.
Oh, Trish, remember last time on the show you told me about tinsel? Remember how we talked about tinsel on the show? And I
Pencil.
told my buddies about the spiders, the
Yep.
spider web on the Christmas. They thought that was cool, really.
And that's where the tinsel was. It's like spider webs.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to tell them, Trish?
Oh, so Santa. So when people in pagan beliefs bringing a pine tree into your home was considered not only very healing and good luck, because of course pine is great to breathe for lung issues. People still use it in tea and things like that, incense.
Pine needle tea. I have some downstairs in my kitchen.
And so they would, a lot of times also in pagan beliefs, it was bringing the trees inside would be a warm place for a lot of the forest spirits to stay on, when you're home, come inside. Oh, here's my giant. Speaking of which, this is Thor, my adopted
Aww.
here.
Oh.
He's huge.
He's so pretty and cute.
His name's Thor, but so they would bring those into the house, and a lot of times spiders were on them because that would be their home, before it got cold and snowed. And so Santa, knowing, when he would come and see all the spider webs on the trees, knowing that the people would probably either be scared or kill the spider, he turned it into silver glistening tinsel.
Oh, that's a nice little story.
And so
Yeah,
the
it is.
spider
That
got
was-
to live.
Yeah, my buddies, they liked that story. They did. That was pretty cool.
Dogs love to eat that stuff. And then your
Yeah,
yard
sounds
I
glistens.
good.
don't
for you,
even
though.
think they sell tinsel anymore, do they?
I don't.
I've seen it. I know a lot of people don't use it because it's terrible for the environment. Obviously, it's terrible to clean up.
Yeah, really. I don't put. I remember putting tinsel on my tree.
Oh man, it was like
I think
one time
everybody did in the
covered.
80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
70s, buddy. Even the
Everything was
60s.
glitter and tinsel, and I don't even. We must have had better vacuum cleaners back then or something.
No, we didn't.
We had more ambitious mothers, maybe. I don't know.
That's
Big
when
hair.
mother.
There's a lot of
That's
big
when
hair
mom
back then.
stayed at home and the dads worked.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep, that was the good old days. Now we have number 22, the Deed Moros.
Uh-huh.
Moroz. Deed
Dead
Moroz.
Moroz.
Found in Russia. He's nice. He's the equivalent to Santa Claus, but he downs a blue coat instead of a red coat, and he delivers presents to the children in person on New Year's Eve. That's pretty cool.
So does that mean they get Santa Claus and Dead Moroz, or is he just strictly like their Santa Claus?
I think he's just their Santa Claus, but they only come on New Year's Eve. That would be something fun to do this year. You can always say we're also say one of your kids' gift and say we're practicing the Russian
The
whatever his
Russian
name-
Christmas,
the
yeah.
Russian Christmas.
Yeah, just think.
Yeah, I got a bottle of vodka ready.
Well, you know what? That's like when the Epiphany, Russian Christmas is so a week after. I think it's like the Epiphany. It's the same time. So maybe that's how they got that. So because we usually celebrate the Epiphany. We keep our Christmas tree up to the Epiphany, which is when the three wise men came.
What
And
is
that-
the longest any of you have left your Christmas tree up for? Like, just
Uh,
give a month. Like,
That's it. I would wait a
When
week
I was-
after Christmas.
When I was in the service, I was out at sea on Christmas one time, and my mom and dad kept the tree up until April
Oh, that was nice.
wow,
when I came home. Yep,
nice.
Did you have
that
Christmas
was
then?
that was a pretty cool surprise in the
Yeah,
world.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah,
By the
I'm-
time I got home, though, even though they watered it forever, the needles were just coming off, but they kept it up.
Oh,
And to
wow.
me, that was special. Yeah.
Is it the needles actually stayed on? Are you sure it wasn't a fake tree?
No, it was a real one.
yeah. Just look how dark Christmas is. Look at all these trees that get murdered.
That's what I was gonna say. I
Throw
started
it out for trash. They get bought, murdered, used, abused, and tossed to the curb.
Poor
I
trees.
started buying up the trees that bigger retailers, like Walmart and stuff, were gonna just either throw away or have on clearance or whatever. And the potted, small trees, I started buying those around Christmas time when they go on clearance, and to save them for one. I'm an empath. I like to see all the dying plants. But then after Christmas, I would plant them. This is kind of tradition, and I would plant them in honor of people who have died in this year.
That's nice.
That's really sweet of you, Trish. That's real nice.
I always wanted a real tree, but I think I would do I'd get a real live tree with with the roots and everything, and put it in water, and then go plant it outside.
That would be pretty.
That's
cool
what I mean. The ones that are in pots, like the potted miniature.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, my mom got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
I
I'm
like
gonna have
those.
to take a picture and show it.
They're cute.
Yeah, they are.
They're really cute.
Get your Snoopy blanket out for it.
And
Hey,
I
you
plan
know
on
what?
leaving my tree up at my art studio until like March maybe, because it's like Narnia, it's the whole it's protective of my space. So
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's cool.
Okay, number 23. The snow. We're getting down one more and we're done. The Snow Maiden. Naughty or nice?
Oh,
She's a slut.
there you go. You took the words right out of my mouth. The Snow
She's
Maiden.
nice. She's nice. She's
So
a
you were talking about
granddaughter.
Mrs. Claus, and elves. What about the Snow Maiden and Santa Claus?
Yeah, that's.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go. So the Snow Maiden is the granddaughter of the helper of dead Moros, whatever his name is. She accompanies him on New Year's Eve. Well, she's sort of like Mrs. Claus, and she spot her silvery red robe and a furry hat. So she wears a silver blue robe and a furry hat. That's pretty cool. She's probably really cute. And she's Russian, I like little Russian women. You ever watch was it Austin Powers? No, we're not gonna go there.
Oh,
What's her name? No, don't do it. Never mind.
Uh,
I know you watched Austin Powers, and there's a little Russian lady on there. Okay, number 24 is Santa
me,
Claus.
the fat man himself.
Oh,
Yep.
Santa Claus. Where is he found?
Where's he
The
from?
North Pole.
North
And is he
Pole. Come on,
naughty?
get it
Yes,
right.
of course he's nice. He's originally known as Saint Nicholas.
I don't know if you watch Christmas Horror Story. He ain't so
Okay,
nice.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that.
That's a great movie.
I will watch it. The big man himself is renowned for bringing gifts to nice children around the world every Christmas Eve. But the thing is, I want to know, how does he really do that?
Well,
Magic.
What kind of
ma-
magic?
I guess it's magic. I would call it like Christmas magic. But it's pretty cool. Christmas Eve, I go on NORAD,
Yeah, I do too.
and I watch the tracking of Santa Claus. It's really cool.
I
so.
still do that though. Isn't that
I
weird?
do too. Yeah, I think that's
No matter
fun.
how old we get, we do these weird things.
Now, I'll
What if
tell you
there's actually like a whole bunch of Santa Clauses we don't know about because they all look the same? So we think there's one, but there's Santa Clauses that get different areas, kind of like the Postal Service. This Santa
Sort of
Claus
like the
covered this
Postal
area.
Service.
Yeah.
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 different jurisdictions.
So, since we have 20 minutes left, we're going to start. What is your favorite thing to do? Or what do you do as a family? What is your tradition for Christmas? Sean, you're first.
Our tradition. Well, it's my mother's birthday on Christmas
Oh,
Day.
that's lovely.
Yes, and what we do is we'll have a birthday party for her on Christmas Eve, and in the morning I'll cook her breakfast and wait until my son comes over to open up gifts, and we just sit back, relax, watch basketball on the TV, and eat
Sounds like a
pig.
really nice day.
It is because where I work for Shop and Save now, and we're constant. This is my busy time, and I'm so damn tired come Christmas. Hey,
Sorry.
but Christmas, but we're so tired. But I don't know. Being my mom getting up there in age, they're a little bit more special now. And,
Oh, yeah.
we take good care of her. So
Yeah, I appreciate
that's
it.
our tradition there.
It's a lovely
Oh, I would
tradition.
have hated having I always thought my cousin had a birthday on Christmas, and as a kid, you always think how that would have been terrible because you think you're gonna get
Got
screwed
ripped
with
off.
presents and stuff. Yeah, like
Oh, my mom expected 2 presents, man, a birthday present and a Christmas present.
Oh yeah.
oh, I would
yeah.
have to.
Oh, yeah.
One of my best buddies, he's born on Christmas Day too.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
that's a nice
it's
day.
interesting.
I mean, yeah, you get ripped off, sort of, but you share the day with Christ. I think that's a nice day. So, Jason, how do you celebrate? This is going to be a fun one for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm really looking forward to this year. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get the cameras out, and because my son's about 19 months old now, and he's up and running around and saying words and getting his hands into everything. And last Christmas was fun, but he was kind of just hanging out. He couldn't walk or anything, fun. But I think this year, we're gonna wake up and get him up, and do the whole Santa Claus, and really want to make it fun for him, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Have some
Leave some
breakfast,
cookies
and,
out for Santa.
yeah, for Dad Claus.
That's going to be
I already got the
fun.
beatus, so it doesn't matter how many cookies I eat.
Not cookies, donuts, man. You gotta give that to
Donuts.
Cookies,
the
donuts,
donuts.
coffee, amaretto, leave it all. Yeah, but
Sounds
we're
like-
really looking forward to
I
seeing
bet.
how this one goes. It'll be
Kind of
fun.
live, redo your childhood through him.
Yeah,
Remember the time when you were little.
yeah, and then some family will come over and have dinner or whatever later, and just enjoy it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What about you,
How old
Trish?
is your cat? How old your cat? Jeff wants to know real quick.
I just adopted him probably a month ago, maybe. So they think he's about 2 years old. I think he's probably like 4. But I don't know.
He's big.
He is
He's a
big.
pretty cat. He's a
He's a
pretty
beagle, so he's an exotic.
So, Trish the pagan, how do you celebrate Christmas?
Well, Yule, obviously, the 12 days of Yule starts, there's the 21st of December. And, but it's more about, my kids and I, we always go look at lights.
That's fun, huh?
We do a lot, make cookies. And I always think back about my grandma making all the Christmas candy and stuff. I do that, with my daughter. And a lot of times we watch old Christmas movies, and I guess what everybody does, just spend time together. And but yeah, for Yule, we do a lot of I make a lot of natural, with dried fruit and things, incense and fire starters and things to be used all year. So
It sounds like fun.
things kind of lift your spirit, the oranges and holly and things.
Oh yeah, the oranges. That's a big thing for Christmas, the oranges and the holly.
Mhm.
What about you, Jenny? What's your plans?
Jen.
Well, it's a Christmas
you have a big
Eve.
family too.
Oh, we used to have a big family. It's
She's
kinda
looking for that
small.
cowboy to
Yeah.
Christmas.
Ride in on the horse.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my cowboy.
And he's saying, "Giddy up, Jenny,
Giddy up,
giddy up."
horsey."
Oh, jeez.
It starts out really early on Christmas Eve, and about 1 o'clock, my kids start to come in. My sons are wives, and we do the Italian where you cook all the fish. We don't do the 9 fish. I think it's 9 fishes. We have calamari and shrimp, fry it, and then we have scallops, and we have big seafood pasta dish with shrimp, crab meat. So delicious, and crab and clams, and then we just sit and we eat dinner, and then one by one we start opening our presents. We all buy each other presents, and then hopefully I'll be able to go to mass for Christmas. We do it on Christmas Eve. And then last year it was really fun because it snowed, and both my kids and their wives had to stay over. I loved it. It was so much fun having them spend the night. And we had hot chocolate and watched Christmas movies, and it was really fun.
Did you cook them breakfast in the morning?
I did. I make a Christmas monkey bread. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Ooh,
Yeah, I've
And
heard
you
of
make
monkey
it.
bread, yeah.
It's fun because you make it. You take out the dough and you put it in the oven. You make it all together and you put it in the oven, but you don't bake it. And it sits out overnight and it gets really big. It's so freaking good. It has pecans and cinnamon. So I usually have that for Christmas morning, and it was really nice. And then Christmas Day is kind of slow. We have I'll either have lasagna or beef roast with, and the kids. Some of them come over, and then I'm
hang
so
out.
exhausted from Christmas Eve that I usually take a long nap and watch Christmas movies, and it's
What's your
fun.
favorite Christmas movie?
I like A Wonderful Life, but
Yep, that's the
I
deal.
go back. I like to watch like Home Alone. Stupid stuff.
So on
Holiday,
Christmas, what do you?
Hallmark.
I want to take a little poll here. So, say like your family's over or whatever. There's a bunch of you got presents. Do you prefer the one person at a time opening stuff, or everybody just go buck wild?
No,
One at a
one
time.
person at a time. One at a
So we get
time.
to see what they
Why,
get.
though?
Yeah, it's not
Like
fun.
I
The
think
whole
it should just
night's
everybody
over.
dive in
Day.
and have a good time and just
No,
send
when
the
they're little, yeah.
wrapping
No.
paper flying and.
I like to do
God,
one
if
at
I
a
opened
time.
up a present before my mom opened up hers, all hell would break loose.
Yeah, and I put a
mom's
lot
first.
of thought into my Christmas presents, so I like to have them open them up one at a time.
How about you, Trish?
I prefer one at a time just because people appreciate. I'm like Jenny, I put a lot of thought. I make a lot of Christmas presents and stuff, so I put a lot of thought into it, and I think it makes everyone kind of slow down and appreciate things more, appreciate that moment more, because a lot of times when we used to do it where everybody would just, go wild and open everything at once, half the time the kids were just like, it was like a conveyor belt, they're just look at it, throw it aside. And even some of the times we would find presents, they either got tossed aside, were never opened or lost, or gift cards or whatever that nobody even noticed because there was so much going on, and that's
I know.
Christmas
Gift
chaos.
cards.
I don't know. I don't like that. Like I said, I love the family time and all that, but I'm not a big chaos person. So
I'm sorry, my computer's acting crazy.
Oh, that's okay.
It's slowing down for some reason. I don't know why. The internet. It's like going really
I'm doing pretty
slow.
good.
I'm
I
doing
noticed
all
I
right.
saw Trisha's eyes when she was the only one in the room, and she's like, "Oh no!"
I
What
didn't
am
know. I
gonna
was
do?
like, am I the only? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this cord before we shut off. I'm just gonna go back.
Oh, you there,
Uh-oh.
Trish? Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello. Merry
Can
Christmas.
anybody hear me?
What is your favorite Christmas carol?
Whose?
Yours? And
Mine. So this is Christmas because it's about the war
Mm-hmm.
back in the, Vietnam.
Right. I like "Oh Holy Night." That's my
Oh, that's a
favorite.
good one too.
That's a really pretty one, especially when the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, when that dude
Yes.
I
plays it on
love
the
the
guitar.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh my
They're doing
God!
a big
Best shows I've ever
online
seen.
concert this year.
They did one last year. That was like what 35 to get onto the show. But I tell you what, whenever they come into Pittsburgh,
Oh, their
from
shows
there,
are phenomenal.
they are.
Phenomenal.
I think it was 2 years ago that I was going to go see them, and they were that was the year that COVID happened. Like they canceled the show. That was the first time I'd ever gotten tickets. I was so upset because it was like they might have been coming through here in January that year. So
Well, see, there's two different groups, right? There's one for the East Coast and there's one for the West Coast.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's two different groups on that. But boy, can they! Have you heard of them, Jenny? The Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
No.
Oh my God!
What? Who are you? I don't even know.
Honest to God, when you can go on YouTube
Oh
and
my
type
God,
in
that's
Trans-Siberian
What are they-
Orchestra.
It's your face.
What do they do?
You
They
just took the wind right out of my sails, Jenny.
what is it? What are they? I don't even know what they are.
That's,
I
You
have
have
no
to
words.
link me. I
have
haven't
no
heard of
words.
them.
The Trans-Siberian Orchestra
Are they
is like a rock group that
Russian
plays.
people dancing?
You've probably heard people put on.
Do they do like tap dancing?
Oh my God!
Yes, Jenny, it's Stomp. They
A
got
lot
of
brooms
people
and trash
think-
cans.
choreograph their light shows to them.
Why don't you give me a link and I'll go see what they look like right now? So I
Oh,
have
yeah,
no idea what you're
Trans-Siberian
talking
Orchestra.
about.
Just
The
type-
Siberian,
my
I'm thinking
God.
of Russian dudes who are dancing in the snow.
I'm sure you've heard them though.
I have never.
This is
heard
a
them.
soul crushing moment on
No,
this
I
show
mean,
right
I've
now.
never
Yeah, it
heard
is.
them.
because people
Sorry.
choreograph their light shows to them a lot of times. So I'm sure
It's
you've
like
heard that.
sacrilegious.
They do light shows. Is it like a Christmas show?
No, people choreograph their light shows to their music because it's an orchestra.
You mean for Christmas lights?
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to send you it.
Jeez.
I'm just going to send you one song.
Send Wizards in
Is
Winter.
it on Facebook? Where are you sending it?
Hold on.
Send
I'm
Wizards in Winter, Sean.
Yeah, Wizard of Winter. Yeah.
Does people? Maybe no one knows
It's-
what these
well,
are
that
either.
was the
Should I
one that
put
Everybody, I think everybody on the planet.
Yeah, right.
knows who
Well, I know
TSO is,
everything,
except
and I
Jenny
don't
right
know
now.
what they are.
It's
sorry.
what's their
This
famous
is
one though?
unbelievable.
Carol of the Bells. or
Carol of
whatever.
the Bells.
Yes, I'm sure she's heard that.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I
She
have
just doesn't
never
know.
heard this before. Yeah, my internet is so slow tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's
Here it is. I'm going to send it to you, Jen.
Are you sending it in Messenger?
No, YouTube.
No, are you sending it?
Yeah.
Are
I'll
you?
send-
You're driving me.
What is
to
wrong with
drink.
you people tonight?
I'm so proclaimed. Where are you
okay,
putting it
see.
in Chasing Prophecy?
Yeah, I'm going to put it and say some.
Because I'll pull it
prophecy.
up for the screen so other people can hear before we leave. Because I never
Okay.
heard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like I said, they
Okay,
travel
reminds
the
me-
world.
I just
I'm
sent
sure
it.
you've heard them. You just don't know it.
I don't know. Well, who's listening? Let's see. Wait,
Well.
I'm gonna pass. I have to wait to the commercial. I hate when they put these stupid things on. All I do is hear ads.
Did you send a video of their music to somebody's Christmas light, Sean?
Yeah, that's what I did.
They put on a
I
Christmas
know.
presentation
I
show.
see this in my neighborhood.
Just play the music, Jen.
Wait a minute. I see that in my my neighborhoods. They're
But you haven't went and seen them in live concert?
no. Why would I go? They have Christmas lights.
Yeah, but
This is it. Well,
the
this
orchestra that's playing that, the band and orchestra that's playing, you need to see that.
Oh, okay. I see my neighborhoods. They have houses like they do that. I must be just a humbug because I really don't think it's that great.
Oh my God,
Okay.
I wouldn't go see that in concert.
you would not. Oh my
Oh,
God,
I can't talk to you
damn,
anymore.
girl.
oh my goodness.
Well, so what do? You see Christmas lights and they play music?
No, it's an orchestra band. They put on a Christmas show.
What do they
concert.
do in
It's a
concert?
concert.
I mean, is it
They
just
play
lights?
they play instruments. It's like a band.
Oh man, here I'm going to send
I'd
this
rather
one
go
to
see
you.
Pink Floyd or
I'm
something.
going to send this one
or-
to you.
Oh
Okay,
my
I just sent
God.
you another one.
You sent me
It is
another one?
definitely Torture Tuesday now.
So really, you guys would pay money to see that?
Oh my God,
Oh.
girl. Oh. Just play the damn thing.
Jesus.
I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't think it's that great. No.
You guys see Sean, did you send her like a good? There
Yeah, I
you go.
did. The Carol
Yeah.
of the Bells when they're in
Okay, yeah,
concert.
open that one or something. Oh my goodness. I'm at like a loss for words right now.
I would get epileptic seizures.
Then maybe you would enjoy it because you don't know what it is.
You never heard the song?
Well, that's nice. I like Christmas carols.
It's just phenomenal musicianship.
I'm sure. That I like that, but do they
I'm
need
gonna
to
get
use
one
all
more
those
for you.
video cameras?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one more for you. I'll get one more for you.
I think I've seen them like 5 times.
Oh my! About that time. Oh yeah.
What?
And I tell you what, that is one show I remember when like from the first time I saw them to the last time I saw them, their show every year just gets more intense
Yeah.
and put together. It's just
So
it's
they just
All right, one
it's
more,
all
Jenny.
electronics.
One more.
Did they actually an orchestra? Are they?
yeah. There's an orchestra, the whole band, is everybody.
Okay,
Are
Jen,
they
I
ever
sent
on-
you one more, and please
Okay.
play
It's
this one.
the best concert you will ever see.
They're coming to Kansas City right after Christmas, like December 28th or 29th. And but they haven't decided all of their like quarantine stuff yet. So
Did you get it, Jen?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. There's a commercial playing.
I love them. They're the greatest.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, now I can see the person. Before I just thought it was lights. Well, they're not really an orchestra. They're actually a band.
Yeah.
There's a whole orchestra behind them.
So they're
It's
They
like a
just do-
merger.
they just do Christmas stuff.
No, they have actual other albums, originals.
Pretty cool. I got confused when you just turned the Christmas lights. Cool. Well, I learned something tonight.
A boy can play. Jason, I want you to play that, Jason.
Why?
I want you to play that. Could you do that?
That was neat.
Could you play
Probably.
those chords?
Yeah, why not?
Then do it.
Jason, you're gonna
For
have
what?
to one night just bring your guitar and start playing for us back here. You can
Oh,
just
you don't,
entertain
you don't
us.
want to see this wall of speakers behind me. It's insane.
Why?
Let's
You
see.
can
Well, you
play.
see where Mr. Krampus is right here?
Yeah,
That's
I
my,
know,
that's
but
my
why
green
can't you
screen,
just-
but what's behind there is
Why don't you
amazing.
just do a live performance on here?
'Cause I
I'm
don't want to
being
blow
totally
everybody's speakers
serious. What?
out. I don't want to blow everybody's speakers out. I'd like
You
to
don't
play
have to
loud.
do it real loud. Can't you just turn it down?
You got to
a little
feel it. It's got to be loud. You got to feel it.
bit?
Put your
I
heart
gotta
and
feel
soul
it.
into it.
Oh my god. Well,
Alright.
that was that was a very nice end to our show. I will definitely listen to those but I want to listen to Sean's Edge
What?
of the Night. Wait, I forget what it's called. What's the
Into
show?
the night.
Into the Night with
is
John
my
Kelly.
show. Yeah. So
He's
I'm
got a
just
pretty
gonna
sweet
start
intro to his
talking
show.
about Christmas movies, Christmas stories, and just go from there. Whatever comes
Cool.
out of my mouth.
Wait, Jenny, you wanted to hear me jamming? Listen to our intro. There's me jamming.
Well, no, I want to see you in person. I want you to be, like you're doing a live show.
Yeah,
I hear you. You're in all. I hear you every time we play our intro. But I
Yeah.
thought it'd be cool tonight. We just.
Yeah.
I'll bring
you
out my
can-
jamboree. Was that what it called? Jamboree.
All right, everybody.
We'll go.
Sean,
to
you get the
hills.
cowbell.
Yeah, you can sing.
Need more
You can
cowbell.
sing. Trisha's back up. I'll be lead.
Yeah. We'll start playing Don't Fear the Reaper.
That would be so much fun. We should
So
do
what
that.
are we
More
doing
cowbell.
next week, guys?
What?
What?
We're taking next week off.
Yes, we're taking next week off. I have too much stuff to do. Well, are you mad, Jason?
Thank God.
No, that'll be nice. We need a nice. I am not.
So that means next Tuesday will be untorturous
Yeah.
for our listeners.
Yeah, I'll be too busy wrapping presents and stuff.
I guess I should probably start ordering stuff here pretty soon.
Yeah, because
best-
you don't know
you
if they're going to
should.
get delivered. on time.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I haven't
Hey,
got
you know
started
what?
yet.
I just want to wish every one of y'all a Merry Christmas. I'm
Merry
not going to
Christmas.
say
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Holidays because I don't believe in that. It's Merry Christmas.
Merry
Well,
Christmas. Yes,
And,
definitely Merry Christmas, everyone. And a Happy New Year. Good tidings with no, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Listen, you don't know who TSO is. That's it right there.
Who's
You-
TSO?
seriously, what
Oh,
you need,
God.
honest to God, Jenny, please listen to it. It's an outrage.
I will. Sorry, I'm not. You know what? I really don't. Music is not that.
Don't even
I
say
like to
music's
sing.
not important.
I
Oh
like
my
to
goodness.
sing. I like to sing Christmas carols, but I'm like I never was. The only albums I had growing up was Heart, Pat Benatar,
This
somebody
explains
else,
everything.
Fleetwood Mac, Leonard Skinner. But I wasn't like I didn't go. I wasn't allowed to go to concerts. My mother wouldn't let me. She said, "I
Mhm.
know what they do at those concerts. They get high." I said, "Yeah, but I do that in the
Probably eat
backyard."
Yeah, it'd be cool if you just listen to them.
Yeah, I will. I will
You'll fall
listen.
in love
You
with
know
them.
what? I probably will put it on for Christmas. Maybe. Um, I listen to Frank Sinatra on Christmas songs, and
Oh
I'm a
man,
pretty boring person. Okay.
I was
You're not
listening to
boring.
old Elvis Christmas songs yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Have
Do you
a
know when my
blue
son was young,
Christmas.
his favorite singer was Frank Sinatra. My son liked Frank
I
Sinatra.
love
And
Frank
told him,
Sinatra.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. No, I will definitely look that up. I'll play it while I make some Christmas cookies. But I'll be like this trying to make Christmas cookies. So I'll be going with the lights. I'll have a epileptic seizure or something if I did that.
Just listen to the music.
All right.
August Burns Red has a really good Christmas album. It's like Sledding something. I can't remember the whole title of
I
it.
kind of like Mariah Carey's Christmas.
Oh,
Oh God! My
Ugh.
Who else?
This is
You
the
know,
time of
see-
year I shut the radio
You
off.
know,
Amy
she's from
Grant.
Westmoreland
Yeah, boy.
County. You know that.
No, I did not know
I
that.
didn't know that.
I did not. I just like Christian Christmas songs. I guess I'm boring.
No, you're not. You're fine.
I like the traditional, like, oh, holy night,
That's my
the
favorite.
stars are brightly shining.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta
Your stars
go.
are going out.
I
I'll
gotta
tell you
go
that
to
much.
bed. I'm starting to hallucinate now.
All right. Click us
Jesus,
off.
wasn't that tea?
Okie dokie pokey.